Hi, everyone. I'm Joanna Jackson, a 30-year-old graphic designer working from my cozy home studio in Boston. Today, I'm sharing how my seemingly perfect life unraveled into chaos. But don't worry, I emerged stronger. One morning, Andrew, my husband, casually announced, "Honey, your mother's coming over for coffee." No warning, no concern for my looming deadlines. That's the third time this week, I muttered, trying to keep my frustration in check, while eyeing the half-finished designs sprawled across my desk. Andrew, a successful real estate agent who can close million-dollar deals, seemed blind to his mother's manipulative games. 2 years into our marriage, I thought I had it all. A loving husband, a thriving design business, and a beautiful home office. But there was one glaring problem. Anna, my mother-in-law from hell. "Did you reorganize my spice cabinet again?" I confronted her during one of her uninvited visits. "Oh, darling," she cooed, her syrupy voice grating on my nerves. "I'm just helping. You're so busy with your little computer drawings." At Sunday dinner, she struck again. "So Andrew tells me you're working on a big project," she said, slicing her meat with surgical precision. "Yes, it's for a major tech company," I replied, proud of my progress. "Speaking of projects," she interrupted, "Helen's daughter is starting a design business. Maybe you could give her some tips." That night, I noticed something strange. My laptop's portfolio tab was open. I never leave it open. "Babe, did someone use my computer today?" I asked. Mom needed to check her email. Andrew shrugged. The next morning, my sister Rachel barged in, phone in hand. "Your designs are all over social media," she hissed. "Look at what Helen's daughter posted." I froze as I scrolled through identical designs posted just hours before my client meeting. "This isn't a coincidence," Rachel whispered. "I've seen Anna snooping around your office when you're not looking." That evening, my best friend Diane called. "Girl, you won't believe what I overheard at the bank," she said. "Anna's been asking about your business accounts." The final straw, my office was ransacked, my external hard drive gone. Files deleted. "Maybe you just misplaced things," Andrew suggested. "You've been really stressed." "Are you seriously defending this?" I snapped. His phone buzzed. "Anna, right on cue." "Coming, Mom," he said, grabbing his keys. "We'll talk later." Left alone in my chaotic office, my hands trembled. This wasn't about spice cabinets or surprise visits anymore. My entire business was under siege, and Andrew refused to see it. "Something has to change," I whispered. Little did I know, the real nightmare was just beginning. The slap that would shatter everything was days away, but Anna's game was already in motion. Rachel hugged me tightly. "We need to document everything," she said. "This isn't normal, Joanna." "I know," I murmured, staring at the screen where Helen's daughter's stolen designs mocked me. "And I'm done playing nice." The day of Anna's surprise dinner party started with her usual power move. An unannounced visit. "I'm hosting bridge club here tonight," she declared. "Helen and Barbara are bringing their husbands. Don't embarrass Andrew." I was knee-deep in my biggest project yet, with a major deadline looming. My client needed the designs by 8 p.m. "These have to be perfect," I muttered, rushing between my desk and the kitchen. Then everything fell apart. The smoke alarm blared. The roast was burning. Meanwhile, corrupted files appeared in my project folder. "Something smells burnt," Anna's voice rang out from the dining room. "Just a small setback," I called back, panic rising. As I tried to salvage dinner, the file transfer kept failing. My heart sank. Someone was accessing my cloud drive. The doorbell rang again. Helen and Barbara swept in, their husbands in tow. "Still not ready." Helen smirked. "Need any help, dear?" Barbara asked, her fake concern dripping like honey. My phone buzzed. Another client message. "Where are the designs?" "Just 15 more minutes," I whispered. Then it happened. A sharp, stinging slap echoed through the kitchen. Anna's hand. "15 minutes," she sneered. "My friends are waiting." The room spun as Helen pulled out her phone recording. "Mom, calm down," Andrew finally intervened. "Don't you dare tell me to calm down," Anna shouted. "Your wife is destroying our family's reputation." I touched my cheek, tears welling up. "She's just stressed," Andrew whispered later that night. "You know how important these dinners are." My phone buzzed one last time. Client contract terminated. I locked myself in my office, hands trembling as I opened my design folders. Everything was gone, completely wiped. You should apologize to Mom, Andrew said, knocking softly on the door. Apologize? I whispered, disbelief cutting through my grief. Are you kidding me? She's crying downstairs, he continued. Helen and Barbara are comforting her. I reopened my laptop and my stomach dropped. My designs were already posted on Helen's daughter's business page. Just then, Rachel burst in, holding a small, worn book. I found something, she said, breathless. You need to see this. It was Anna's old diary, hidden among the wreckage of my office. Rachel pointed to an entry from 5 years ago. My hands shook as I read. Finally got rid of that gold digger. A few well-placed rumors, some financial sabotage, and she's out of the picture. No one ruins my son's future, except who I choose. This isn't just about tonight, Rachel whispered. She's done this before. And Andrew, he's as much a victim as you are. But that doesn't excuse him. I stared at my reflection in the dark screen, my cheeks still red from the slap. This ends now, I said quietly. For the next week, I played the part of the broken wife, watching Anna's smug face as she basked in her supposed victory. She had no idea I was setting the perfect trap. I think I need therapy, I sniffled during Sunday dinner. Maybe I'm not good enough for this family. Oh, darling, we all have our limitations, Anna said, her smile as sweet as poison. Helen and Barbara exchanged smug glances. That night, I left my laptop open, a folder labeled New Designs. Confidential prominently displayed. Hidden cameras I'd installed captured Anna sneaking into my office at midnight. Got you, I whispered, watching the footage of her copying files. The next morning, Diane from the bank texted me. Anna tried to access your business accounts again. We flagged it. Another message from Rachel. Found the connection. Jimmy the Shark Martinez. Anna owes him big time. Later, I met Andrew's sister, Emma, at a quiet cafe. She hesitated before speaking. There's something you should know about my mother, she said. Remember Lucy, the church treasurer who moved away? What about her? She didn't move. She found discrepancies in the church accounts. Mom made sure she was discredited. The church fundraiser was in full swing when I made my move. Such generous donations, Anna announced from the podium, especially from our anonymous benefactor. Funny you should mention that, I said, standing. The bank has questions about those donations. Anna's face twitched. This isn't the time, she said, her voice strained. It's never the time, is it? I shot back. Just like it wasn't the time when Lucy found the missing money. The room went silent. How dare you? Helen snapped, rushing to Anna's defense. Show them the transfers, Anna, I challenged. Show them where the money really went. Barbara grabbed her purse, ready to flee. You ungrateful little. Anna lunged, but Emma stepped between us. Enough, Mom, Emma said firmly. I found your gambling receipts. Andrew stood frozen as his perfect family image shattered. Baby, she's lying, Anna pleaded, turning to him. Your wife is trying to destroy us. My phone buzzed. The startup using your stolen designs just got served a cease and desist. Check your phone, Anna, I said, smiling. Helen's daughter is looking for you. Anna's face paled as she read the message. You set me up, she hissed. No, you did this to yourself, I replied. Every file you stole was watermarked. Every secret conversation recorded. Every bank transfer tracked. Emma stood beside me. The church board wants to see you, Mom, she said. Now. Andrew, do something, Anna screamed. But Andrew just stood there, silent, finally seeing his mother for who she really was. Meeting someone later? I asked, feigning innocence. Maybe Jimmy Martinez. Anna's eyes widened in panic. Whispers rippled through the crowd at the mention of the loan shark's name. This isn't over, she hissed, grabbing her designer bag. Actually, it is, I said. The FBI is very interested in those offshore accounts you've been using. As Anna stormed out, her perfectly crafted world crumbling around her, I caught Helen and Barbara trying to slip away. Don't forget your recordings, I called after them. The ones you edited to make me look crazy. I have the originals, I whispered, watching Helen and Barbara leave the church hall in handcuffs. The room emptied, leaving Andrew standing alone. Uana, he began, his voice uncertain. I held up my hand, cutting him off. Save it. The divorce papers are on your desk. 1 year later. I stood at the podium, accepting the award for Most Innovative Agency of 2024 at the Digital Design Awards. The applause echoed around me, a testament to how far I'd come. As I stepped off stage, my assistant leaned in. Your security system detected movement at the back entrance. I glanced at the surveillance feed. Anna, her once impeccable designer wardrobe was replaced by a worn waitress uniform. She was arguing with security. Ma'am, you're not on the list, the guard said firmly. But that's my daughter-in-law, she pleaded. Ex-daughter-in-law, I murmured, watching her desperation through the screen. My phone buzzed. A text from Rachel. Turn on Channel 7. The breaking news showed Helen and Barbara being escorted from their homes in handcuffs. The suspects are charged with multiple counts of fraud and conspiracy. Another message followed. Andrew, can we talk? I've been in therapy. I understand everything now. I stared at the screen for a moment, then deleted the message. Ms. Jackson. A young designer approached me at the after-party. Is it true about Anna Thompson's gambling ring? Old news, I said, sipping my champagne. Focus on your designs. Emma joined me, elegant in her new business attire. Mom's working at Denny's now. She tried getting help from her old church friends, but they're either in jail or pretending they never knew her. I smiled. What about the loan sharks? They took everything, Emma replied, even her precious china collection. Another buzz, this time from Diane at the bank. Anna tried to open a new account today. Denied. She's on every fraud watch list. Later that night, alone in my office, I opened an email from Andrew's lawyer. Final divorce settlement ready for signature. Without hesitation, I clicked approve. My security system pinged again. Anna was sitting in her beat-up car outside. Should we call the police? My assistant asked. No need. She can't hurt me anymore. I gathered my awards and designs, turned off the lights, and walked out the front entrance. Anna's car was still there, but I didn't even glance her way. Some people call it karma. I call it justice. My phone buzzed one last time, a notification that Anna's latest loan shark victim story had gone viral. I smiled, deleted it, and stepped into my new life. Yet as I reflect, a question lingers. Was I too harsh by refusing Andrew's apology? He grew up under Anna's manipulation and finally broke free, realizing how toxic she was. Breaking generational trauma is no small feat. Some believe it deserves a second chance, especially when someone shows genuine growth. But I chose to prioritize my peace and success over reconciliation. What would you have done in my position? Could you forgive someone who enabled years of gaslighting and emotional damage? Or do some bridges, once burned, deserve to stay in ashes? Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments. Have you ever had to choose between forgiveness and self-preservation? How did it turn out? If my story resonated, consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more real-life stories about standing up to toxic people and choosing yourself. Sometimes the strongest thing we can do isn't fighting back, it's walking away and never looking back.